Hey everyone, it's Angela Irene with Aged Goodness. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a new box. It's from Shopgoodwill.com. It is 18 pounds. So we kind of ran out of room in the kitchen, so we're kind of makeshifting a place to do jewelry today. So forgive the harsh lighting or no lighting. Let's see what happens. Oh, it is lined. Very nice. That is a nice surprise. All right, we're going to get started and we'll see what we have.
All right, well, let's kick off this box. We have some very interesting smalls. This beautiful shell in gold tone is marked Elsie on the back. Beautiful pin. This one is not marked. It has the Claudia symbol and the Celtic design, but no mark. Really beautiful. And with most boho boxes, this one wasn't at all an exception. We only had 2 pairs of earrings. This great gold, it could be gold over, but basically gold tone leaf earrings. And these really nice, kind of funky, plasticky horn and gold tone, and a few rhinestones. Great. I mean, this is just a great pair of earrings. I love funky and different, and this is definitely meeting that bill. And we had a few smalls in the necklaces. Isn't this adorable? This little clock. Look at our little spirit animal. And believe it or not, this is by Claire's. I thought that was just really cute. They've really stepped up their game. This nice rhinestone. Fashion heart. Nice chain, nice Rolo chain. Nice little lobster claw. Nice little piece. And then again, this beautiful little articulated owl on a really nice long chain as well. And this pair, totally adorable as well. This one has the leaf and the rhinestones with the little turtle and the rhinestones, and they do fall together like this, so it does look like the turtle is sitting on this beautiful leaf. And then this is kind of like a, I don't know, kind of almost like a balsa wood. And it has the little hourglass, and it talks, there's a little saying on the outside, and it talks about counting the time with you, and a little fashion chain. So nice duo here. And before I get started on the bracelets, ton of bracelets, I wanted to show you 2 of really, I think, some of my very favorite pieces in this box. This one, which isn't really boho at all, but I'm so glad it's here. This, a little array of enameled light yellow hearts. The chain is that Monet, that Napier, old-time, soft, buttery feeling gold tone chain. It is gorgeous. And all of the little enameling is just fantastic. I mean, that is beyond sweet. And the other favorite I had was this one. Certainly an old-time throwback type piece. We're looking at, one of the clasps they used to do where they would try to hide the clasp inside the design. And so it is the same color tone. These are all, like acrylic, faux, amber. They're all triangular. I mean, this is just a great piece. All right, we have bangles, bracelets, definitely galore. This has some form of metal. It has the brass insert and then some form of metal over the top. So kind of a unique piece here. Nice plastic, newer. This goes with a few that we have from a different box, which is great, different location. Balsa wood, dyed, really lightweight. I think you could get away with wearing that all day long. We have like this cloisonne enameled, the rhinestones with kind of like the look of brass insert. This is not the heaviest bracelet in the world. Pretty though. This one is hefty. I don't know if this, let me see if I think I had the pattern right the first time. This paisley pattern, this nice acrylic bracelet. Look at that pattern. I mean, it is so nice and bright. And then we have copper. Look at this gourd, and it's a hinged. I mean, look at the inside. I mean, that is a nice looking piece. Silver tone with like a rose gold definitely, I think you could bend it just a little bit, but definitely smaller wrist here. And then we have that rose quartz, not gold. Cute little bracelet there too. So is this one. This one's definitely smaller again in stature with the inlaid shell. I mean, that is some nice color play there. We have this one, okay, kind of like Native American style. These are cold, you know, a little cold. They're hard to tell because they're kind of like inlaid. But isn't that beautiful? That is just a gorgeous little piece. One bangle, just this regular little bangle with beautiful wooden stretch. Nice color here. And this one here is even still has its label. You know, I've heard it pronounced several ways, but I think it's Tagua beads. You know, this is like the vegetable ivory. You know, these are the nut of the palm tree, and you know, they're dyed in tons and tons and tons of colors. But this one even has its label still, so really nice little find. And then we have always a lot of these that we find, but I thought it was neat that we also found the same kind of design in a wooden bracelet that mimicked that same style. We had some great pieces. These two are both Shambhala, and we have a resin owl and then the resin turtle. I mean, those are really cute. Nice little duo here. The same kind of style in the yin yang, also Shambhala. I like this colorful wooden bead bracelet. And this one is very interesting. The wooden beads are actually the stretch portion, and then you have the chain. At first I thought, well, maybe we're missing something, but I don't know if we're actually missing something. We have the set of 3 and then the set of 3. So I'm thinking maybe that's just the design, you know, from the coin and the little glass beads and the Buddha and the little flower charm. So I like that one too. And then of course we had, you know, our acrylic, plasticky, really cute ones. And this is like faux, a howlite, and the cutest little tassel. This one is a little different. It has almost like kind of like that trade bead styling, but these are definitely something like, you know, I don't know, like a lucite. It's a heavier, denser feeling, you know, acrylic-y type material. Interesting, beautiful colors, absolutely gorgeous. These two are both tiny, tiny seed beads. They look artisan made, and they go nicely with this really pretty hand beaded Shambhala bracelet. We also had some interesting metallic pieces, and I think these are faux leather. They just don't really have a smell to them. You know, nice little weight, not too heavy, not too light. Nice weight there. This one is very unique. It has this hammered look and almost like that chainmail look to it, but the stretch is right here, which I thought was pretty unique in that design. This one's kind of lightweight, you know, faux, I'm not going to say faux copper, but you know, I mean, it is metallic, but they have finishes on them. So cute little one there too, lightweight. This is one of the bracelets that has the snapping charm, so you can change those out. I like that. A nice, you know, nice band there. These are like acrylic beads, faux pearl, a lot of nice colors, beautiful for spring. One of the wraparounds, I think you could do this as a bracelet. You could make it a choker, and it does have the American Eagle, so of course that's by American Eagle. Nice stretch shell, These are the ones that are, you know, cut and polished, so they're silky, so you're not really, you know, jabbing yourself with the edges. Really, really pretty colors in that one. More dyed shell, stretch again, some small wooden beads. And then we have this gorgeous one with the abalone shell beads, silver tone, nice little stretch. Then we're going to move into some, okay, these, you know, they look like stone. I'm not sure if they're like a dyed stone. They could be even a ceramic. It's really hard to tell because you can't really see inside, and they're really small, but they are cool to the touch. But these are definitely glass, and those are really cute. Nice little. And then we have hematite, nice big pieces of hematite. And then the dyed skulls are cool to the touch. They certainly look like dyed howlite, Shambhala style. Here is another hematite and tiger's eye, and, you know, barrel clasp. Nice little stretch here. This has the gold stone and some glass and some seed beads. This one has some dyed stone, and then these are like a painted wooden bead. They have a little bit of almost like kind of like that splatter look to them. Again, I think this is a faux stone. The sheen and everything is just off. Something's just really off. Pretty is all color. I mean, I love that green. This looks like some really basic wooden beads and some stone. You know, probably jasper. Looks really cute too on. This one is half of the lava stone beads and half of probably that, you know, kind of a natural color howlite. Can't even talk today. This one here, really, really pretty carved stone, you know what, I'm having a tough day, carved bone. It has a nice tight stretch to it, so I'm not sure anybody ever really wore that one. And this Shambhala also has the carved bone. You can see the striations in it. You know, really pretty with this purple running through it. And again, the Shambhala style closure. And we had some beautiful glass beads. This one has a little bit of everything. It has some gorgeous AB glass beads. We have these great little discs with kind of that druzy look applied to it. Faux pearl. You know, it's a heavy, heavy stretch. It is just a gorgeous piece right here. Black, white, gray. I mean, come on now. Who wouldn't love that? These two actually go very nicely together. We have the tube beads, and then these are like larger seed beads. I mean, just gorgeous color, especially for this time of year. Glass and dyed shell. Again, beautiful color. And then we ended up with this one. This is so unique. It is triple strand. It is put together in either the focal point or on the bottom. I'll flip it over and you can see. So we have the 3 rows of the rhinestones, gorgeous glass beads, more glass beads, ceramic beads, but I think they're glass. And then on the bottom, these 3 are not hooked together. And then each one of these has this beautiful silver tone flower. And we certainly found some beautiful, beautiful stone pieces. We have hematite with these 2 beautiful necklaces. They both have the same sort of barrel closure. This has a cute little koi fish, and this one has an adorable little turtle. And this one has a few more extra beads on it. We have like the chevron style here, and a few pieces of clear quartz. So nice little duo right there. And this one is by You and I. This one has a little bit of everything in it. It has glass beads, quartz beads, aventurine, a nice little piece of coconut. You know, it just has a lot going on. Cute little piece also. This one has tiny stone beads, and then a few cat's eye beads and a nice little piece of glass. This one is single strand, a little bit longer. It's loving itself here. This one has really, really, really tiny, I mean, we're talking tiny little seed beads. And it looks like we have jasper or agate stones, and then certainly amethyst. And then these feel like wooden beads. And then we have those silver tone and kind of gold tone look multi here. I mean, this just has a lot going on, but it's really nice to see that natural stone. This one has a really, I mean, let's face it, it's most likely not going to be turquoise, but it is a great looking stone either way. And this one on the faux leather, again, these look like dyed stones, and it looked like someone was practicing some wire wrapping. Doesn't look bad at all. Looks pretty interesting. This one has glass beads, a whole mess of tiger's eye chip, and then look at this beautiful piece of abalone. This is a striking piece. I mean, look at this. I mean, both sides are gorgeous. That is a gorgeous piece. And no boho box would be complete without some gorgeous shell. This one has some plastic beads and a nice chunk right here. And as the Mr. had said during the auction, chunkability. This one has just, I mean, magnificent color. Both sides are just beautiful. And this one has shell and these gorgeous tube beads. So both of these, oh, keeper. This one has just the cutout, like the center, and how gorgeous is that? On, you know, really beautiful braided cord. This one has an actual shell button for the closure. I thought that was just very unique. Has small mother of pearl beads, and then look at this stunner. I mean, it's amazing what Mother Nature makes, isn't it? I mean, come on now. This one is very unique. It has kind of that cord, and the focal point of this shell is wrapped obviously with the little shells, the wooden beads, and the ceramic beads. I mean, this is quite a nice piece. And then while we're on the subject of these big shell focal pieces, okay, this part hasn't fared so well. These are wooden beads. They're a little nicked up. And then we have some other shell pieces and some more plastic. But the main thing here is this. Look, I mean, here it is on my hand. This is a focal point and a half. And it is gorgeous on both sides. But seeing how some of this is kind of, you know, kind of questionable like this here, I think we would save this here and create some, you know, some new piece with this being the focal point. So those were all really, really nice. But of course that wasn't all of the shell. This one is double strand. It has the dyed shell, these acrylic beads, wooden beads, both in, and then we have the shell both in the green and purple. I mean, tell me this isn't fabulous for Easter, springtime. And to go along with this, I think this one, which would be the green dyed shell in two different sizes, and then these beautiful green wooden beads. And I think, you know, if these are artisan made, then the person obviously probably made this one too. This would be like the suede cord, gorgeous brass beads, wooden beads, and then this earth tone shell. I mean, look at these three together. Tell me that that isn't a beautiful suite. I mean, that is, oh, I would wear those three together, let me tell you. And then this one, beautiful blue dyed shell here. And then the brown shell, it's triple strand. Oh, excuse me, it's quad strand. So you have a lot of, you have a nice clankability, nice wearability. I mean, we have a shell or two that has a little bit of an issue. So you know, you're not really going to notice that with that much going on. Or you can take it apart and construct something brand new out of those. Just stunning. And then, of course, we had the beautiful standard shell. And then this one here has absolutely gorgeous mother of pearl pieces here. I mean, these three, very traditional, but still beautiful. And of course, we're going to have some absolutely beautiful wooden pieces. This has some really nice, these look like natural, just in their natural state beads, with these dyed black. And then this here, I mean, this is a nice statement here. I'm not sure if this is a piece of like balsa wood that's encased in this resin, or if it's just a complete resin piece. It's light either way. So I think that was quite an unusual piece. This has the tricolor, the brown, black, and ivory. I mean, tell me that's not gorgeous. And then it just gets better. Look at this one. Look at these beads. Look at these beads. These are fabulous. And, you know, the nice cutting on this one, you know, that faceting look. But these here, I'm digging those big time. We have dyed wood. And then a nice, like, almost like a confetti look glass pendant. Love that too. You know, this one really had a lot of different variations of wood. This one's painted. Looks like we have some dyed and painted wooden beads. I mean, that's not just, oof, fabulous, I'm telling you. Okay, and this strand here that looks like they're more natural, I think that would go with so much in a wardrobe. That is a beautiful color. And then again, I think these are dyed. Different sizes, variations of the shapes, as is this one here. Really pretty for springtime. I mean, look at those colors. They pop. I mean, wood is a wonderful medium to, you know, take some liberty with. And then we have cord. And this one has the wooden beads with acrylic beads. So this has kind of the, you know, little mixture of genres here, like that. Crosses over a couple of decades, I think. And then we move on to this one. I am not a big fan of this. It's not very clean, and I'm just not a fan. But these beads, I would take these off and certainly repurpose them. The two, you know, dyed stained beads. And then these ones have this beautiful painting on them with gorgeous little flowers. So yeah, that is certainly worth doing something with. This one, again, we have these gorgeous beads up here. And look at this closure. I mean, this looks like a hook. I mean, this thing is huge. And then we come back down to these, and these are heavy. And we have a little bit of like the finish coming off. And I think these, again, these might be the Tagua stained beads, because once you start, you know, kind of rubbing off that finish, it kind of has that look. But tell me this doesn't, to me, it reminds me of the 70s. It has that great look. And that is huge. I saw a commercial the other day for bell bottoms. Are you kidding me? Holy moly, bell bottoms. But okay. And of course, we have some great kukui nut necklaces. We have this one. And I mean, this is pretty standard. But this one here, my, look at this. Tell me this is not fabulous. I mean, look at all the little shells that were created in the middle as the spacers. I already know where this one's going to end up. The Miss really, really liked this one, so I think this one's going to end up in her room. But tell me that wasn't a beautiful assortment of wooden beads. Of course, this box did not disappoint with the large and in charge, the big and the bold. I mean, let's talk about this one first. This is a multi-strand. These are all plastic acrylic beads. And then it has this cute little like whitewash drop. I mean, this is just a lot of fun. It just has a lot going on, different styles, different textures. Definitely an interesting piece. Speaking of interesting, is this one. It has a long chain. And then look at these faux gems. I mean, these are most certainly, acrylic. Gorgeous. We have that swirl kind of marble. My parents had bathroom countertops that look like this in, the early 70s. I love that look. It is just, it's fabulous. And then this one too. These feel very new, but they're very reminiscent of, what would have been like Bakelite beads back in the day. I still will always test them. You never know. Are we going to get lucky with that? Probably not, but it can't hurt, right? Now look at this faux pearl set. I mean, my goodness, it's still going. Hang on, there we go. Look at all this. I mean, this is very, very much in the large and in charge, big and bold range. But if this is not your style, these are faux lighter weight pearls. Why not make something else out of them? I mean, they're absolutely, really, really sparkly. They've got a great hue. I'd make them into something else. This one also, again, has that faux, swirled, look. I love the, I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's from my childhood, but they're just gorgeous, and it's, double strand. There's a lot of prettiness going on right there. Okay, now let's talk about some little bit more in the funky range. I love this. We have this nice thick chain, this double Rolo chain, and then these are dyed acrylic, plasticky, but it's on this really nice medallion, which is heavier. So I think they made these in that kind of construction, to help you with the weight, because the chain is pretty weighty, the pendant is, pretty weighty. Then we have like the faux Sleeping Beauty turquoise look on the cord. The cord's not too bad. I mean, I'm not hating it, but I mean, this is really pretty. I would put it on something else. I mean, it's fashion, of course, but it's a great look for not a lot of money. This one has a little bit of a drop, kind of that 70s disco-y kind of look. Great color, perfect for spring. I think that would go with quite a little bit, actually. And then we have faux, very plastic, faux metal beads. Great look. Nice color. I think that would be great with a pantsuit. Multi-strand here. These great silver tone beads. And then these, depending on kind of how you look at them, they kind of almost look like a koi fish. They kind of look like Jurassic Park a little, I don't know. Could actually be like kind of lizardy, kind of dinosaur-y. These are a little unsettling. I'm not a big fan of those beads. But the rest of the composition I like very much. And then we have this one, this beautiful in-your-face, look at me purple. I mean, this is, wow, bright. It says, hey, notice me. I'm working it here. Look at these with the carvings and the different textures. These beads are trying to get themselves noticed. They have a lot going on. There's a lot of weight going on here. So I'm not exactly sure if, I'm not sure what the composition of these beads are, but they're definitely heavy. They're not cold like stone. They don't feel like clay. So these are definitely interesting. That's kind of a little mixed bag there. Okay, and then we have this one, this beautiful piece here. Let's see if there's a lot here. So here's the bottom, the different strands where they graduate, and then the side with these great metallic beads. And then, you know, they're finished up here. I mean, this is quite a piece. There's a lot going on there. And this one just is kind of a big old hot mess. This is kind of fashion, and it's all kind of cattywampus. And I think somebody would probably take that apart. They're lightweight. I mean, very lightweight. Almost reminds me of like Mardi Gras beads. But these up here, I think somebody could do something beautiful with. And then, oh, wait till you see this one. Okay, this chain here is so over the top fabulous. And I mean, okay, let's see if I can't get it this way. I think it's turned now. Oh my word, it's turned. Let me turn it back. Okay, here we go. And then this is the bottom. And these are lighter weight, you know, acrylic. And then we have the rhinestones. They're okay. I mean, they're not bad, but the quality of this chain reminds me so much of Monet. So I'm not sure what this beautiful heavy chain is doing with so-so rhinestones. I'm not sure. But either way, this is so different. I think that, you know, people would still be really, really thrilled to wear that because it is different. Then we have this one. We have like the rose gold tone, and silver tone all in one. Or you could say that's more like copper and brass and silver tone. It has great clankability. Okay, this one is just full on fabulous. I love that one. And then the last one in this group, the butterfly necklace. It has gorgeous, and it's by Splendor. This has beautiful glass beads. We have the 2 butterflies, and then we go down certainly to a lot more chain, again with the glass beads that mimic the top of the piece. Isn't that gorgeous? I think that is some nice composition that we've got going on there. This one has a hang tag that says Atlantis on it. This is a beautiful little amethyst drop on a cord. Yeah, the cord's okay. And then look at this. That is a great shape for the rose quartz. So those were 2 really nice pieces. Of course, this is going to be faux, but it's a nice little fashion ring anyway. We're not seeing too many rings these days, so that's a nice little find too. In the bottom of the box, we had 2 gorgeous, which I have no idea how these survive. 2 gorgeous, look at this one, glass pendants. I mean, beautiful. Then we had these great pieces of mother of pearl. Each one has the 4 holes in it, so I'm not sure what was going on with this. Clearly something broke, but that's okay. We're all right with that. And same thing with this. We had all of these really pretty red ceramic beads on the bottom. So nice little group right here. And we have some spectacular pieces to wrap up this box. This would be double strand here at the bottom. Some gorgeous, you know, these are actually, they're plastic, not crystal, but they're gorgeous. Has some nice clankability. I just love this piece, and it has that muted gold tone, so it's not, you know, it's not in your face at all. It's just gorgeous. All right, this one here, I don't know this little hang tag, almost like a little Celtic eternity symbol. These are either man-made mother of pearl beads or some of the best mother of pearl beads I've ever seen. These are gorgeous. They're nice and cool. They have great color play to them. I mean, this is a great piece, and it's beautiful on the skin. This one, look at the regal colors in these glass beads. And I think with as heavy as these are, certainly could be crystal. This dainty cutie is by NY, and it's not like the regular NY. It kind of looks like it could be HY as well, so it's very interesting, the little hang tag. Cute little seed beads, the 3 little mother of pearl drops. I mean, this is just a very dainty, beautiful springtime colors. Love that one. Okay, this one, I'll write this down. All right, let's start with the fact that the closure is this coin. The coin says Edward VII, King and Emperor, India, 1908. And then we have, you know, this is kind of, you know, dirty. And then we have these beautiful glass beads. Some of them have cracked. We have a couple and a few pieces. I mean, they're still hanging on here. But these are glass, so I'm not sure if these are going to be considered trade beads with this look. I don't know if I've seen this bright green, so, and then this coin. Very interesting piece here. And then, of course, you know me in glass. The chain is okay. It's lighter weight. It's nothing fabulous, but these beads are fabulous. So we have the 2 sets with the red faceted beads and then the great little rose beads. So the chain is okay. I think the chain helps keep the weight down. Nice little glass seed beads, and then the cat's eye green stone and the pendants. I mean, those are beautiful. Very basic and beautiful. All right, this is a nice piece of cloisonne. It is marked on the back, Sin, S-I-N. Look at the colors here on the silk rope here. That is beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking. This one has a really nice long necklace of the little glass beads. It's like half of them are coated with the AB and then half are not. We have like this piece of like banded agate, and then it has these rhinestones wrapped around it, and then this fashion tassel. So there's a lot going on with that particular piece. All right, and then we have, I'm thinking anklet. It's a little too big for a bracelet. Has some beautiful glass beads. This one, the Murano style glass beads in this bracelet. Look at, I mean, look at the chunkiness. Are these not gorgeous or what? Love those. We have 2 necklaces by Leah Sophia. In fact, we have the same necklace in one of our past boxes, not too long ago actually. Nice glass pendant, and same with this one. Beautiful glass beads and this glass pendant here at the end. Both of those were Leah Sophia. And then we have 2 by You and I. So we have these great glass beads, and these are dyed shell. That green and blue, really nice little stunning combination there. And this one is also You and I. We have these blue seed beads and these gorgeous ceramic beads, and then again with the glass beads. So that was a nice combination. Here we have these. All right, this is a conundrum to me. These are hand knotted, heavy, so we're talking definitely stone. So I'm not sure at this point what stone this is. Is it dyed? Is it natural? So I think it's safe to say these are absolutely gorgeous, but I love the fact that they're hand knotted. Beautiful color here. And let's talk about the craft. It actually looks I mean, it looks worse than it is. They also gave us a ton of bangles that were just beat to death. So, you know, this bag looks worse than it is. It's 5 pounds, 12 ounces. So, I mean, we've seen much worse. I mean, granted, there's still quite a bit of craft going on here. But like I said, we do have things that are never going to make it to our craft bags because they're just so bad. But all in all, still not too bad. And next up is quite a piece. The clasp is marked 925 sterling. It has a tag on it. It says agate, made in Hawaii, $30. And these are carved stones. It's kind of hard to make out the carving, but just beautiful piece. That is a stunner. Okay, this one is marked with a capital R-A and then C-H-E, so Rocher. It is 925 mark on the clasp. We have acrylic, and then these stones here look like faceted labradorite. Wooden beads, again with the glass bicone beads, acrylic, and then more of the labradorite beads. And those are stunners. And then to have that lovely old-fashioned kind of clasp with the 925. Nice piece here. And the final piece of this box is my favorite. This necklace is long, it's large and in charge. It's full of beautiful glass beads. Look at this one here. It looks like we have some dyed banded agate. I mean, look at this piece. So we have two of this particular bead, which I'm just loving. It's heavy. It is definitely a take a look at me piece. This is a piece I'm absolutely in love with. All right, gang, that was our box. Let me know below what you thought about our boho box. It wasn't as boho as we've seen, but it still had some nice bones in there. I really liked this box. Let me know how you felt about it. Again, gang, thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thanks so much for being here. Everybody be safe. Take care. We'll see you soon.